I was in second year college when someone shared to me a yellow booklet called The Four Spiritual Laws, which was popularly used by Campus Crusade for Christ. I never knew that the decision I'll make that day will make a big difference in my life. Since then, I became involved in the campus ministry, and soon, through a friend, I was led to a local church, Manila Calvary Church. Through this church, I was discipled and grew in my spiritual life. I started serving the Lord in this church as a maintenance staff and later was promoted to Sunday school teacher. I was also actively involved in our outreach ministry and was able to witness a church planted in Bagong Silang, Caloocan City. The lives of people actively sharing the gospel and serving the Lord full time made a big impact in my life. I can still recall how I felt whenever I see pastors preach. There was a longing inside my heart saying, Lord, I want to be like that man. I firmly believe that the gospel is the good news and I want to be a bearer of this good news. As I continued my studies, that longing in my heart continued until I finally made a covenant with God that I will serve Him as a full-time minister. But then I asked God to wait till I am able to finish college and work abroad even for 2 years so I can help my parents and younger brothers and sisters financially. I never realized that even while my goal to work abroad was for the gold, God can make things work for His purpose. Our company is one of the contractors inside the Yokosuka Naval Base, where I met other Filipino Christians who later became the pioneers of this church, FCF. The Lord used FCF to continue to hone me in His ministry. For a while, I thought I was doing okay. I am working, earning money, and able to help my family, and at the same time, busy serving Him in the church. I thought working abroad was a way to escape from His call. I felt like Jonah running away from God's call to preach to the Ninevites. I decided to go to Tarshish instead and serve God with my own agenda. But praise the Lord, I did not have to experience being eaten by the big fish. God in His power orchestrated everything to help me see that He was making things work according to His purpose. I have a problem. I am in a hurry. God is not. Sometimes that's our problem. We are in a hurry. We want God to answer our prayers right away, but God doesn't operate that way. You wait until the situation is complicated so that when He moves, He'll see to it that the glory will be His, not to someone else. Sister Cora has been my church mate for many years, and I was so blessed when I learned that she gave up her career to be a full-time missionary. I have somehow wished that I'll marry a missionary, and I never thought that she will be the answer to that prayer. Philippians 2:13 states that it is God who works in you both to will and to do for His good pleasure. As I look back, God made me see that every part of my life was a piece of the puzzle that God was putting together to accomplish His purpose. I have to admit that I have fears coming from a poor family. I have difficulty in completely trusting the Lord that my needs will be provided if I become a pastor. But then, as I've seen how He has brought me this far, I can echo what Apostle Paul said in Philippians chapter 1 verse 6, being confident of this very thing, that He who has begun a good work in you will complete it until the day of Jesus Christ. I'm Pastor Willy Bulseco, and I am moving forward.